Part 1. Taking stock of the top 10 golden fingers, the protagonist of Wanjie went crazy. Author, Chirp. Chapter 1. Phew, it's finally done. In a dilapidated old house, a young man with a handsome face and a tall figure wearing a green gown looked at the virtual projection screen in front of him. He looked at the finally completed picture on the screen. He let out a long breath and showed satisfaction on his face. Smile. If what the system says is true, no matter what, you can thrive in this world. He murmured. His name is Yeching. Yes, he is a time traveler. 3 days ago, he traveled to this world. This world is called Tianyuan continent, which is similar to the various things Yeching has seen in his previous life. In the world of fantasy fairy tales, there are warriors who break through the void with their fists, enter the Tao with martial arts, and soar in the daytime. There are also monks who kill the Tianmen and use their swords to shock all the 9 states. There are many sects and the waves are magnificent. There is a great sect that has stood for thousands of years with immortality. There is also a sinister and treacherous demon sect that brings harm to one side. And Yeching is a disciple of the Tianjian sect. The Tianjian sect, despite its resounding name, is actually a so-called Tianjian sect, even with Yeching. Just 5 people. A small declining sect. Oh, no, that's it? It can no longer be called a small section, it can only be described as a small gang. The skills are incomplete and there is no hope of immortality. I can practice some sword moves, which is a bit the martial arts of fists and kicks, and the improvement of inner breath, are already the best. Even if you practice hard day and night, it will be useless. Practice depends on your qualifications. As for Yeching, his qualifications can only be described as miserable. Fortunately, the road to heaven is endless, the golden finger arrives, and the system awakens. The system says that as long as Yeching performs inventory rankings, the greater the response, the more benefits he will receive. These so-called benefits include everything, including skills and supernatural powers. Talents, treasures, etc. can all be drawn. Regarding this, Yeching was excited for a day and a night, and began to plan what to order. 1 flower and 1 world, 1 leaf and 1 bodhi, countless realms in the heavens and realms, and all realms have Chi, the son of destiny, the protagonist of destiny. Which protagonist is not stirring up trouble? Every one of them is a thief. If you want to live a good life, unless you are like those protagonists, let yourself become the protagonist. And the way to become the protagonist is naturally, cheating. The more treasures the protagonist has, the better. The protagonist's luck is simply unbelievable. The protagonist's skills, the protagonist's magical powers, and the protagonist's talent. Yeching looked at the picture projected on the virtual panel in front of him, the corners of his mouth couldn't help but smile. At this moment, a cold mechanical electronic sound suddenly sounded in Yeching's mind. Ding, it is detected that the host has been produced. Do you want to release it to the world immediately? Along with the system prompts, Yeching pondered, and immediately asked system, let me confirm again, this thing can indeed be released to all the worlds. Can everyone see it? Yes, it does allow everyone to see it. Moreover, the system is blocked so that no one can detect the source, and the host's life safety will be guaranteed. Listening to the system's endorsement again, Yeching calmed down, and then said in a deep voice, then put it in. Buzz. At this moment, as Yeching's words fell, he felt a blur in front of his eyes. Immediately, a stream of light flashed past his eyes, and disappeared in the blink of an eye. At the same time, boom! In the world where Yeching was, the entire Tianyuan continent began to shake. In the void, golden lights shone brightly, and red lights surrounded them. Above the avenue, there seemed to be a faint sound of the avenue trembling, and in the dark, it seemed that there are rules looming. Countless people's hearts are throbbing, as if they feel something is about to fall. In the sky, there are lightning and thunder, and terrifying laws are intertwined. The space is chaotic, the void is shaking. Yeching's heart is moved, and he quickly opens the door and goes out to check. Squeak. At the same time, not only Yeching, but also someone from the house opposite opened the door and came out. 2 men and 1 woman, both wearing the same clothes as Yeching. These are the other disciples of Tianjian sect, that is, Yeching's junior brothers and sisters. Senior brother, what happened? A male disciple who looked ordinary and somewhat honest hurriedly stepped forward. Not only him, but the man and woman also stepped forward, looking at the sky with curiosity on their faces. Is there a powerful fighting method? The third junior brother subconsciously said, looking at the vision in the sky. He was afraid but also a little yearning. How terrifying, how could it trigger such a vision? The junior sister exclaimed, full of surprise and astonishment. What happened? At this moment, a muddy old man's voice came from behind them. Everyone turned around and saw an old man with an old face and white beard and hair, but he walked like the wind and had a kind face. Come here. Master, all the disciples, including Yeching, all saluted. This person is the current head of Tianjian sect, the master of Yeching and others, named King Fengzi. Master, I don't know which powerful person is fighting in the sky. At this time, the second junior brother opened his mouth, pointed at the vision in the void, and subconsciously reported it. Fighting. King Fengzi looked into the void strangely, and a golden light suddenly lit up in his muddy old eyes. However, in the face of such a strange phenomenon, King Fengzi's meager means were just like ordinary people. For a moment, he just stood there, frowning, silent. When the other disciples saw it, they also started whispering. Words such as powerful fighting skills kept coming from their mouths. Obviously, they believed that this was a powerful fighting method. In this regard, Yeching looked on and just shook his head without saying anything. Of course, it was not just the Tianjian sect who saw this vision. Whether it was the immortal sect or the gloomy and treacherous section, the demon sect, or the leader of the righteous path, the immortal dynasty, etc. At the same time, countless great powers, countless monks, and even ordinary people. It can be said that in the entire Tianyuan continent, anyone with intelligence can see the vision in the sky as long as they raise their heads. Terrifying visions that make people tremble with fear. Countless powerful people made calculations, and countless powerful people frowned, trying to figure out the source of this vision. However, no matter who it was, not even a great teacher who was proficient in deduction and arithmetic, could not pry into it. Just as countless people were in shock and doubt. At that moment, what I saw was that on the sky, streams of light intertwined, and the vision gradually gathered. Finally, on the sky, the divine patterns of the great avenue of the void were condensed. That was Deo Deo Gold List. May Day reading is a joy to read. Taking stock of the top 10 golden fingers, the protagonist of Wanjie went crazy. Author, Chirp. Chapter 2. Avenue Gold List. At this moment, as these 4 words came out, countless beings and powerful beings were stunned. The Taoist leader looked at the sky with some surprise. The demon sect giant looked at the sky in surprise. The Lord of the Forbidden Land also looked at these 4 characters with some confusion. Avenue Gold List. These 4 words appear in divine patterns, and you can understand what they mean with just one glance. It could be said that they knew every word, but when these 4 words were put together, they were a little confused. Of course, it is not just the powerful people in Tianyuan continent who are so confused. At this moment, in the world, almost at the same time that Yeching chose to release it, that terrifying power connected to the world. At this moment, the world seemed to be blocked by a golden thread. They are connected in a series, running through countless worlds and all the heavens and universes. It can be said that everything that happens in every world and every plane is the same as in Tianyuan continent. Some people are different, some are confused, and some are surprised. All over the world, in the Duki continent world, the back mountain of the Xiao family. Avenue Gold List, Xiao Yan looked at the strange thing in the sky and couldn't help but be stunned for a moment. Boy, do you know what this Dao Gold List is? At this time, an old and muddy voice came from Xiao Yan's ring, asking. Xiao Yan shook his head. I don't know. Having said that, but Xiao Yan looked at the strange thing in the sky and looked at the golden list of avenues that looked like a picture album. For no reason, he felt a little uneasy in his heart. All over the world, in the world of the Duluo Plane, in the elite competition of the Continental Advanced Soul Master Academy. There is less than an hour left before the last game starts. At this moment, a strange phenomenon appeared in the sky, and the rays of light intertwined, and finally converged into the 4 characters golden list of the Great Dao. Whether it was the contestants or the audience, everyone was stunned after seeing this scene. Avenue Gold List, in the preparation room, Tangshan looked at the big characters on the sky and couldn't help but frown. Could it be a new trick devised by Wuhan Palace? Daimyo Bai murmured subconsciously. This kind of strange phenomenon is not something that Wuhan Palace can create. Yu Xiaogang shook his head. No matter so much. Zuking said quietly. The last battle is with Wuhan Palace. Third brother, are you sure? Wuhan Palace, Tangshan's eyes flashed with cold light. He didn't know how strong his opponent was this time, but no matter what, he had to win. Even if Lan Yinko couldn't do it, he still had. Subconsciously, Tangshan covered his own left hand. Feel the power fluctuations coming from the left hand. This battle must be won, Tangshan spoke in a deep voice, his eyes firmer than ever before. In the world of heaven and earth, in the mortal world. Chaotic Star Sea, Kuixing Island. Boom. As visions appeared in the sky, countless monks looked up at the sky, looking at something strange in the sky. They were all surprised and confused. Is a strange treasure born? Or is there a big demon coming? Countless monks were shocked and doubtful. And among the crowd, the ordinary-looking young man wearing a long gown looked at the vision in the sky, frowned, and realized that something was not simple, and slowly retreated behind the crowd. We have just set foot on Kuixing Island. I hope there won't be any trouble, Han Li said to himself. He didn't know what the vision was, and he didn't know what the Great Dao Golden List that appeared after the vision meant. He didn't want to know, or understand. It's better to stay away from such a place of right and wrong. Well, stay away to the edge of Kuixing Island first. If something goes wrong, it's not too late to leave. Perfect Plain. Eternal Mountain. If you dare to stop me today, your eternal life will be turned upside down. The young man with a handsome face, unparalleled domineering power, stood proudly looking at everything in front of him with cold eyes. Those words were quite rude, making the faces of the people opposite him turn pale with anger. Looking at Shi Hao's arrogant look, some people couldn't help but want to say something. He, the immortal mountain, is the immortal Taoist lineage and the great inheritance of the upper world. How can a junior be so presumptuous? However, at this moment, boom! In the sky, terrifying divine power appeared one after another. Lightning flashed and thundered, and the pressure spread across the 8 wastelands and 6 regions. What happened? Everyone in Bulao Mountain looked at the sky with some confusion. Such a vision is even more terrifying than the arrival of the upper realm. Such pressure is simply frightening. Even those in the venerable realm are afraid of this kind of pressure. A feeling of palpitations. Someone from the upper world? Or what? On the side, Shi Hao also frowned, looking at the strange thing in the sky. Soon everyone's confusion was answered. It's just Avenue Gold List? What is this? Could it be the supernatural power of some big shot in the upper world? Some people from the Bulao Mountain sect whispered. Avenue Gold List? What is this? Shi Hao was also stunned, and then he murmured, Xiota, do you know? Never heard of it, but it's a great idea. Xiota's voice sounded a little solemn. If it can be related to the Great Road, there is nothing wrong with it. Although I don't know what this thing is for, if I get it, it will definitely be of endless benefit, Xiota's voice sounded. He had seen so much that he didn't even know what the Great Dao Gold List was. But anything related to the word Dao must be extraordinary. So, he changed his mind. It's just that. If you can get this thing, it won't be your turn. Either it's a bait from the upper realm, or it's the handiwork of a certain giant, untouchable. Shi Hao chuckled, he was very sober. The treasure is a treasure, but not everyone can touch it. But, what exactly is this Dao Gold List? In all the heavens and worlds, countless great worlds, and even in the top great world of Pangu, everything that happens is no different from other small worlds. Whether it is the reborn immortal emperor, the holy lord, the fool, or the one who is on the road to rise, the watchmen, psychopaths, Gaudeo immortals, etc., who grit their teeth and persevere, even Hung Jun, the aloof and the legendary 6 saints who are closest to the way of heaven. After seeing the golden list of the great Dao appearing on the sky, are also full of surprises, various speculations, and various discussions. Just when everyone was wondering and making various calculations and guesses, what they saw was that on the golden list of great Dao hanging in the sky, large flowing characters were slowly taking shape. The divine patterns of the great avenue flicker, as if the rules are intertwined and the laws resonate. Everyone understood the meaning of those divine patterns just by looking at them. However, they understood clearly, but the combination of these divine patterns made people look even weirder and more confused. But what they saw was that there was a line on the gold list. Big characters appear. Taking stock of the top 10 golden fingers in the world. Reading books on May Day is a joy. You are listening to novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Taking stock of the top 10 golden fingers, the protagonist of Wanjie went crazy. Author, Chirp. Chapter 3. At this moment, as new words appeared, countless people were stunned for a moment, and then became excited. Top 10 tips? What is this? Gold finger? Never heard of it? What is this? Avenue Gold List? Top 10 tips? Why do strange things happen so frequently in today's wilderness? The chicken is jumping and the dog is barking. Who can tell me what this golden finger means? Gold finger? My fingers happen to be made of pure gold, and I have already developed an immortal golden body. Does it count as a golden finger? What kind of golden finger is that for you? I have a magic weapon called Golden Finger. Although I don't know what this list is for, it is related to the Great Road and must be extraordinary. My golden finger will definitely be on the list. At this moment, countless people in the world are discussing and talking about it. It must be related to the Great Road, and it should be some kind of list. If you can be on the list, not to mention becoming famous, there will definitely be other unimaginable benefits. In all the worlds, there are many beings who can seize opportunities. Just when everyone was looking forward to it. But what they saw was that on the golden list of the avenue, words appeared one after another, and at the same time, a deep voice sounded, a magnetic voice. Taking stock of the top 10 golden fingers in the world. No 10, there is an expert behind the scenes. Description, it can be 2 souls in one body, or it can be the weapon spirit in the treasure, the grandfather in the ring, etc. Characteristics, this kind of golden finger is mainly used as an assistant to teach the children of destiny, whether it is skills or supernatural powers, even if it is used as a living fossil or a living map. Even at critical moments, you can possess the sun of luck, increase your strength, and forcibly defeat enemies that are stronger than you. Hosts with such golden fingers generally have the following characteristics. 1. I have made rapid progress in a short period of time, claiming that I have a powerful master who guides me in my dreams. 2. Understand a lot of knowledge and secrets that his identity should not know. 3. Feeling inexplicable hostility towards someone you see for the first time. 4. Talk to yourself often. 5. The eyes suddenly become cold or joking, the temperament suddenly changes, and the strength suddenly becomes abnormally strong. Conclusion: generally speaking, if you have any two of the above characteristics, you can basically conclude that having such a golden finger is a child of good luck in this world. At this moment, as countless words appeared, and as that magnetic voice exposed the 10th golden finger, everyone in the world fell silent at this moment. The impact was so great that they were unable to recover for a while. What the hell is this? Top 10 tips? Son of luck? This, countless people were shocked. Co-authored, what does this golden finger mean? Son of luck? Do children of destiny really exist in the world? All heavens and worlds. Son of luck? Who the hell is this powerful person doing? Everyone was dumbfounded. They know about lists. In many worlds, there are still some weird lists, such as genius lists, potential lists, etc. Now, there is a golden finger list. It's numb, everyone is numb. After a long time, they finally accepted the setting in a daze. After accepting it, they felt a little weird. Gold finger, the son of luck. Does the son of luck really exist? Main character? Could it be that this is the so-called protagonist? Good guy, I really call him good guy. Who is this powerful person? To know all this? And exposed it? Then wouldn't the protagonist of this kind of golden finger hate this person who was exposed? Haha, hated to death? Fellow Taoist, what are you thinking about? Such a powerful person must have extraordinary strength. Do you care about the hatred of an ant? Ants? You actually called the son of destiny an ant. The son of luck, there really is a son of luck, such golden words. Hey, I am reminded of a person. It seems that he often talks to himself and says some inexplicable words. He is so knowledgeable that he seems to have traveled from ancient times. It's just normal. Could it be that that person is the son of luck? So, son of destiny, what does this mean? Son of luck? Hee. My friend, let me tell you this, the legendary son of luck, it is the time when heaven and earth are all working together, and luck is added to him, and he cannot die even if he wants to. In his era, he was the brightest star, the most dazzling star. So, therefore, when you see the son of luck, you must hug your thighs and follow the son of luck. It is not a problem to be popular and drink hot food. No, is there a possibility to kill the son of luck, plunder the luck, and become the protagonist yourself? At this time, countless people were discussing and thinking. Normal people will naturally start to think about whether they have ever seen such a child of fate. Some demon sects and some evil heretics have plans to kill the son of luck. Well, kill the son of luck, plunder the luck, and make themselves the son of luck. Who doesn't want to be the protagonist? The key is that now, the characteristics of the children of destiny that meet this kind of golden finger have been described. You only need to look for them according to these conditions. Where can you not find them? Of course, these people can see the gold list, and similarly, countless people who meet the conditions can also see the gold list. At this moment, countless people began to be surprised and uncertain. May Day reading was a joy to read. Taking stock of the top 10 golden fingers, the protagonist of Wanjie went crazy. Author, Chirp. Chapter 4. With the exposure of the Great Dao Golden List, in the universe, in a small world, in a hut at the foot of a certain sex mountain. A young man looked at the golden characters on the sky, and then at the only ring left by his mother on his hand, with a look of surprise and uncertainty. "Anyone there? I know you're in there, come out quickly," he said to himself and shouted to the ring. However, the room was silent and no one answered his words at all. "If you don't come out, I will throw you away," the young man gritted his teeth and spoke in a deep voice. Immediately, he took off the ring and raised his hand to throw it away. Well. However, at this moment, a sigh sounded, and immediately, an old soul appeared from the ring. Looking at the young man, he sighed faintly. "I have been dormant for thousands of years, but I didn't expect that I would be killed by this kind of gold list. It's been exposed, that's it. Boy, you and I are also destined to give you a chance to worship me as your teacher, and I will let you roam the wilderness in the future." The young man's eyes widened, with an incredible look in his eyes. "Damn it, is it really true? In all the worlds, in a small world, the backyard of a certain family. Am I a child of luck?" A young man stared blankly at the golden characters on the sky, feeling a little dazed. "No, you are just schizophrenic." However, the next second, a mocking sneer appeared on the corner of the young man's mouth, and he spoke with disdain. "Wow." However, at this moment, the door to the backyard that was not closed suddenly opened. A middle-aged man with a serious face and wearing a brocade robe walked in quickly. Behind this middle-aged man, there were many old men and even countless servants. When the young man saw it, he was stunned and subconsciously said, "Father? Great elder? Second elder? Third elder? This is what you are. Ha ha ha, I didn't expect that my son is actually the son of luck. My father has wrongly blamed you for so many years. Come on, from today on, you will be the core of the family." The dignified middle-aged man changed from his usual seriousness and became amiable. Even the elders around him all smiled. They looked at the young man and said, "I never thought that my family could also have a son of luck. In the future, the family will surely prosper and soar into the sky. The child, the family, will be in your hands from now on. Welcome, young master." The surrounding servants all bowed and spoke in a deep voice. Those expressions of contempt, ridicule, and contempt in the past disappeared at this moment, and all of them were flattering. The young man was confused. But the next second, the young man's face changed. After a change, he looked at everyone with a sneer. "At first, you locked me in with disgust on your face, and now you are groveling and want to take me out? He he. What did the young master say? Isn't it true that some of us old bones are ignorant of Mount Tai?" The elders laughed with them. "Okay, I'm happy today, let's go," the young man said, held his head high and strode outside. Behind him, the head of the family and the elders looked at each other and smiled. A scene similar to this is happening in almost countless worlds. Some down-and-out youths, orphans, handymen, slaves, abandoned young men, etc. Regardless of whether they have a ring or not, they call out twice first to make sure there is another soul in their body. If there is a ring, especially one handed down from ancestors, or a legacy from mother or father, etc., it is even more ecstatic. He yelled at the ring like a demon. Almost everywhere in the street, people calling for rings can be seen. Even those who don't have a ring will go to the market and buy a ring quickly. The price of the ring almost skyrocketed in a short period of time, and demand even exceeded supply. Especially some ancient rings, the prices are so high that one ring can even buy a whole country. At this moment, the world is in complete chaos. At this time, Duqi continent was in the back of the Xiao family. Xiao Yan looked at the ring in her hand and felt stupid. "Am I a child of luck?" he murmured, with an incredible look in his eyes. The moment the 10th place came out, he looked familiar. Although his strength has not started to improve by leaps and bounds, with the help of Yeazun, his strength is absolutely it will progress by leaps and bounds. If it is so abnormal, it will definitely be discovered by his father and even other members of the family. He has even made an excuse. Well, he has a master who guides him in his dreams. Look at the various words on the gold list. Knowing the secret, the unknown enemy, isn't it me you're talking about? Old man, Xiao Yan opened her mouth, wanting to say something. At this time, the medicine master was also silenced. What the hell, child of destiny? Are you kidding me? If you meet someone randomly, can you be the child of luck? Really? At this moment, Yezun also fell into self-doubt. This is simply unbelievable. After living for so many years, I have never seen anything so outrageous. This kid Xiao Yan is indeed talented. If he hadn't absorbed the fighting spirit for so many years, Xiao Yan would have definitely become famous in one fell swoop and soared into the sky. A well-known little genius. It's just, there are too many geniuses in this Dochi continent. But why did he meet the son of fate? Real or fake? He didn't believe it. But there's nothing you can do if you don't believe it. All the characteristics are listed on the gold list. Is there anyone who doesn't believe it? I just accepted a disciple at random, is he really the son of fate? If I really become a child of luck? Xiao Yan frowned. To be honest, if he really became the child of destiny, he would naturally be happy, but instead, he was worried, yes, worried. What is a child of luck who has not grown up? If he was targeted by others, slapped down by the most powerful person, and destroyed the son of fate, then, he shuddered just thinking about it. Boy, anyway, when you and I communicate from now on, it's better to hide it, Yao Zun said faintly. It doesn't matter whether he is the son of luck or not. When his characteristics are exposed, even if he is not the son of luck, others will find ways to target Xiao Yan, target him. If he doesn't restrain himself, he will die without knowing how. Don't worry. I know this, Xiao Yan said in a deep voice, looking at the various features on the gold list, his eyes narrowed. From now on, he must learn to hide himself. What skills he has obtained cannot be passed on to the non-existent master, nor can he say anything. Guidance in dreams. The amount of knowledge can only be shown by what one should know for his status. Nor can one show inexplicable hostility to anyone he doesn't know. In short, everything is about being stubborn. As long as you don't say anything, as long as you stay stubborn, when he becomes stronger in the future, even if it is really exposed, that's okay. At this time, Xiao Yan thought so. However, just when the world was in chaos, and countless people frowned and pondered without knowing why, it can be seen that on the golden list, streams of light surrounded it, and soon, new words appeared on it. The most representative figures of this type of golden finger are, Dochi Continent Xiao Yan. Xiao Yan? Yezun? Everyone in the Xiao family. Taking stock of the top 10 golden fingers, the protagonist of Wanjie went crazy. Author, Chirp. Chapter 5. Silly. At this moment, Xiao Yan was dumbfounded, and so was Yezun. Not to mention everyone in the Xiao family, everyone looked at the gold list above their heads in confusion and astonishment. Are they completely confused? Those Xiao family members who had bullied Xiao Yan and looked down upon Xiao Yan had their faces filled with shock and confusion. That trash is actually the son of luck? Got a golden finger? Even Xiao Yan's father, Xiao Zhan, looked confused and looked at the words on the gold list with confusion. Dochi Continent, Xiao Yan? Real or fake? Could it be the same name? For a moment, Xiao Zhan fell into deep suspicion. Of course, what is even more incredible is that Nalan Yanran has just returned to Yunlin sect after breaking off the engagement. If it's fake, it's definitely fake. If it's the same name, it's definitely the same name. Absolutely not him, absolutely not. Nalan Yanran's face turned pale. Because Xiao Yan was useless, she went to Xiao's house to break off the engagement in a high-profile manner. Although the process was a bit unpleasant, in general, the ending was happy. But in the end, the gold list that popped up out of nowhere actually said that Xiao Yan, what kind of son of fate is he? Fake, this is definitely a lie. She was in a daze and murmured, he is just a waste, he is definitely not a son of fate, absolutely not. There must be a mistake, it must be the same name. There are so many people in this Dochi continent, and he is not the only one named Xiao Yan. Yes, that must be the case, it must be the same name, there must be a mistake. At this moment, all the disciples of Yunlin sect looked at Nalan Yanran with incomprehensible expressions. It would be okay if Xiao Yan just happened to have the same name, but if it is Xiao Yan on the gold list, it is the Xiao Yan whose engagement was annulled. Isn't this Nalan Yanran about to vomit blood? Elder Ge, after seeing the golden list, also frowned. Xiao Yan, the son of luck? What does this mean? It means that the fate of the destiny, the blessing of heaven and earth, in the future he will definitely become a powerful person. Turning disaster into good fortune is a trivial matter. But he can't link the words son of destiny with that Xiao Yan. He has seen Xiao Yan before, he is just such a waste. Lian Na Lan Yan Ran was not even worthy of the title, let alone the 4 words son of destiny. Are you kidding me? He didn't believe it either, instinctively resisted, and began to expect that the name was too heavy. As for the leader of the Yunlin sect, she frowned slightly. She approved Nalan Yanran's decision to go to Xiao's house to break off the engagement. She was naturally familiar with the name Xiao Yan, but, this Xiao Yan was the same as the Xiao Yan on the gold list. She frowned. If that Xiao Yan is really the son of destiny, this matter will be troublesome. There is no good in offending a son of destiny. Moreover, the methods of the son of destiny are not as simple as they seem. In other circumstances, she, the leader of the Yunlin sect, the 3-star fighting emperor, come directly to the door and slap him to death. But now, the golden finger of the son of luck is that there is an expert behind him. At the critical moment, this expert can possess him body, improve the strength of the son of destiny. This is difficult to handle. Now, having offended such a son of destiny, Yunlin sect will have no idea how much trouble she will have in the future. She frowned, looked at the square hall, and lightly he sighed softly. It seems that I have to go to Xiao's house in person. And at this time, it's not just the Yunlan sect. Countless people in the entire Dochi continent also saw the golden list in the sky, and saw the so-called son of destiny, Xiao Yan. Within the Soul clan. Check, find out who the Xiao Yan is, the gloomy voice of the Soul Emperor resounded through the entire Soul clan, causing countless Soul clan members to shudder and rush to do something. The Soul Emperor looked at the golden list in the sky with an uncertain expression. The son of destiny? It's not me? Xiao Yan. Good, very good. He smiled coldly. So what if the son of luck is not him? As long as he kills Xiao Yan and seizes luck, he will still be the #1 person in Dochi continent. In the future, Do Emperor will have hope. Of course, at this time, not only it's the Soul clan's sole heavenly emperor. In the entire Dochi continent, no matter whether it's a large sect or a small sect, at this moment, everyone begins to investigate the so-called Xiao Yan. It's like a gathering of storms and undercurrents. The entire Dochi continent is boiling. And such a situation. Xiao Yan himself was not aware of it. Of course, he had already guessed it. The moment he saw his name appearing on the gold list, he knew that this matter was really difficult to handle. He also wanted to. He restrained himself and wanted to hide. He also wanted to pretend to be a normal person and pretend to be a pig to eat the tiger. When he becomes stronger in the future, no matter what, but he didn't expect that the gold list was directly exposed. It's over. This was the only thought in his mind. Haha, Think on the bright side, although you have been exposed and attracted countless people to covet you, but there will also be countless people surrounding you, right? Yaozun said with a smile. You said it quite easily. Xiao Yan is speechless. He has become the target of public criticism. He has been completely roasted on the fire. The little people are fawning. The big people are doing evil things. When he thinks of himself going out one day and walking, he is suddenly slapped to death. Just thinking about this makes me shudder. But, don't worry too much. This gold list does not reveal any more information. The Doqi continent is so vast and there are so many people named Xiao Yan, who would know it's you. Yaozun looked at Xiao Yan with a smile again. Well, Xiao Yan sighed bitterly, that was all she could do. The worst thing is, I'll just change my name when I walk around the world in the future. He thought so. However, just at this moment. Buzz. As I saw, in the sky, the fonts on the golden list of the Great Avenue gradually faded, and soon, pictures appeared on it, lightning and thunder. The weather was strange, a loud shout suddenly spread throughout the heavens and all the worlds. Fighting Spirit, 3rd stage. Reading books on May Day will be great. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Grab a deposit now. Activity time, April 29th to May 3rd. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Taking stock of the top 10 golden fingers, the protagonist of Wanjie went crazy. Author, Chirp. Chapter 6. At this moment, countless people in the world raised their heads, looked at the sky, and looked at the golden list of the avenue. Fighting Spirit? 3rd stage. What is this? Could it be that what is shown in the picture is the story about Xiao Yan, the son of luck? They thought about it. The existence of other worlds seemed indifferent, but in the Doqi continent, countless people had golden eyes, and their expressions began to be excited and ecstatic. Now, they can finally find Doqi, the son of luck in the mainland. This Xiao Yan. Countless people in the Doqi continent were excited. They looked at the picture and heard the so-called 3rd stage of Doqi in the picture. Good guy, the 3rd stage of Doqi? This what the hell kind of rookie is he? Laughing to death, the 3rd level of Fighting Spirit? Any dog has more than the 3rd level of Fighting Spirit, right? What else is the son of luck? In the end, it turned out to be just a waste. At this moment, on the Fighting Spirit continent, countless people had expressions of ecstasy in their hearts. And those who were facing powerful enemies, such as the Soul Emperor, were even more stunned. Good guy, you only have the 3rd level of Fighting Spirit? What kind of waste is this? The 3rd level of Fighting Spirit, what realm is this? Fighter. How far away is this realm? What kind of ant is this? An existence that can be pressed to death with one finger, and an existence that can directly obliterate any thought. Is this kind of person the son of fate? Soul, the Emperor of Heaven, was in a trance. He suddenly felt that he was a little ridiculous. Facing an enemy with the 3rd level of Fighting Spirit, how could he be so close to a formidable enemy? But Emperor of Soul is Emperor of Soul after all. After being stunned for a moment, he quickly came back to his senses. God is coming. Now, the situation is not very clear. We can only make a decision after seeing the specific situation. At this thought, both the Soul Emperor and the rest of the Doqi continent looked at the void and at the Dao golden list. At this time, it was in Xiao's backyard. Xiao Yan was looking at the picture on the gold list, and listening to the sound of the 3 stages of fighting Qi. She felt a little dazed, and then she smiled bitterly. I am completely exposed. He was a little speechless. He could even think of the dark years that would follow. Some time ago, he had just been divorced. Now, he had just found out the reason for his decline in Fighting Spirit. He had just become a disciple of Yaozun, and he had not yet started his rise, but he didn't want to, being exposed like this. What should I do? Even though Xiao Yan is a good-hearted person, he can't help but feel a little panicked at this moment. What kind of lucky child am I? What kind of tragic things have happened to me? What the hell? Xiao Yan's face turned dark and she couldn't help but want to curse. Don't worry, there may be other opportunities. At this time, Yaozun's voice reached Xiao Yan's ears. Turn around, Xiao Yan smiled bitterly. What kind of turning point is there? What state is he in now? He just has the lowest level of fighting spirit, not even a fighter. It can be said that he is really like an ant. In the whole world he is at the lowest level in the cultivation world. Anyone in the cultivation world is stronger than him and can easily kill him. Of course, this does not include Yaozun. If Yaozun is included, he can actually compete with him. Oh? What state are you in? Xiao Yan suddenly turned his head and looked at the soul of the medicine master floating beside him. He looked up and down and asked curiously. Me? Yaozun paused, not wanting to say anything, but looking at the current situation, it would be impossible not to say anything. He paused slightly, and then said quietly, don't worry, as long as I'm here, Dozun, now that I'm here, I can't hurt you at all. Dozun, Xiao Yan's pupils shrank, and she was horrified. Dozun? What kind of existence is that? Like Elder Ge who accompanied Nalan Yan Ran to break off the engagement before, a great Do master can overwhelm their entire Xiao mansion. I am angry. But now? Dozun. That is an existence that is many levels higher than any great Do master. One finger can kill a large number of great Do masters. Gilug. Xiao Yan swallowed, looked at the picture on the gold list, and then looked at the old man in front of him. After a long time, he took a long breath. Haha, it seems that I have met an amazing master. Yes. You kid, you only know now. Yaozun looked at Xiao Yan in a funny way. In this case, I would like to see what this gold list is going to do. At this moment, Xiao Yan also calmed down. He was no longer as flustered as before, but looked at the golden list of avenues on the sky with great interest. At this moment, he could see that on the golden list of great avenues, pictures kept flashing. It's nothing more than what he has experienced before. Because of his third-level fighting spirit, he was looked down upon by everyone, and even because of this video, his deeds were spread. Xiao Yan, a former genius. Excellent qualifications, 4th level. He practiced Qi at every age, and possessed the 9th level of fighting Qi at the age of 10. At the age of 11, he successfully condensed the cyclone of fighting and became the youngest fighter in his family within 100 years. However, his skill declined for 3 consecutive years and remained at the 3rd level of fighting Qi. He gradually became a useless person who was looked down upon by others. Such an experience is simply embarrassing. Seeing Xiao Yan like this, all the worlds are muttering in their hearts. He fell from a genius to such a useless person, but he is still their persistence. This character is simply unparalleled by anyone. At this moment, countless people have roughly guessed why Xiao Yan became the child of fate. The former genius soon lost his halo, was suppressed, and honed his character, possessing something beyond ordinary people. Ordinary perseverance. This kind of quality. Countless people's eyes flickered, thinking about something. On this day, a group of guests came to the Xiao family. One of them was a woman with a beautiful face, graceful figure, and green earrings. There was a touch of nobility when walking. But when I heard that, the woman came in and bowed to Xiao Zhan, the head of the Xiao family, Xiao Yan's father. Her voice was like a clear spring, as graceful as flowing water, and she raised her voice and said, Nalan Yan Ran, the disciple of the Yunlin sect's leader, comes to pay homage to the Xiao clan leader. Soon, as the scene progressed, countless people from all over the world who watched the gold list finally understood the identity of Nalan Yan Ran. She should be the granddaughter of the patriarch of a certain big family, a rather powerful one. The most important thing is what is surprising is that this woman is a disciple of a certain sect leader. She is even the fiancée of Xiao Yan, the son of destiny. Tisk tisk. At this moment, countless people in the world are amazed and even a little envious. Although he is a waste, although his strength has seriously declined, the son of luck is the son of luck. He has such a beautiful fiancée with an astonishing background. I am really envious. I'm envious, he is indeed a child of luck. I'm really envious. Although I don't know what happened to Xiao Yan, even if he doesn't practice, he can still enjoy his life relying on his family background. At this time, countless people are really envious. Some are even jealous. With such a beautiful fiancée with an amazing background, and his own family is not weak, it doesn't matter if his cultivation level regresses, he is looked down upon by others, and he is looked down upon. Just live a good life, don't worry about him. Everyone thought so. However, at this moment, I heard, in the picture, Nalan Yanran's graceful and clear voice, like a lark. A clear voice slowly sounded, spreading throughout the world. Zyasir, Yaner came here for only one thing, I want to break off the engagement. Reading books on May Day will be great. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Grab a deposit now. Activity time, April 29th to May 3rd. Taking stock of the top 10 golden fingers, the protagonist of Wanjie went crazy. Author, Chirp. Chapter 7. Quiet. At this moment, the heavens and the world are deathly silent. Everyone looked strange and looked at what was happening in the picture with some confusion. What is this woman talking about? She seemed to say that she was here to break off the engagement. Break off an engagement? Damn it! Is this woman here to break off the engagement? Did you hear that right? Actually breaking off the engagement? What the hell, is it true? Everyone was a little surprised and confused, staring blankly at everything that happened on the screen. They were all envious before, thinking that Xiao Yan was worthy of being the son of luck, but now they are like this, and there is also a beautiful and powerful one. Yes, the fiancé with an amazing background. But now, the fiancé turned around and slapped everyone. What the hell, they are here to break off the engagement. This is simply, the house leaked and it rained all night, which made it worse. At this time, in the Duluo Plain, the elite competition of the world's advanced Soul Master Academies was held. Looking at everything that happened in this picture, Tang Shan and others looked at each other. Is this the son of destiny? His cultivation has regressed, he has been looked down upon by others, and his engagement has been broken off, Dai Mubai said subconsciously, still a little in disbelief. What is the concept of being broken off by someone? That is simply the ultimate humiliation. What does it mean when a woman comes to break off the engagement? This means that you are not good as a man. This is so funny. Is this the son of luck? If this is the child of destiny. Tangshan chuckled. Anyway, whoever wants to be the one should be the one, I won't be the one anyway. He is just a child of luck, nothing to envy. Xiao Wu also smiled naughtily. Tisk tisk, break off the engagement? What's the big deal? Oscar leaned back on the chair and smiled softly, with an indifferent attitude. This is about a man's dignity, Ma Hongjun said. You men just have a lot to do. Ning Rongrong raised her voice and said, if it were me, I would also break off the engagement, there is absolutely no way I would marry a loser. But is this trash the son of fate? Zhu Zuking asked with a smile. What about the son of destiny? Waste is waste. Even if there are adventures in the future, it will be in the future, Ning Rongrong said, raising her head somewhat arrogantly. Everyone shook their heads. This Ning Rongrong was somewhat childish. But to be honest, this child of fate was really miserable. Everyone looked at Xiao Yan, whose engagement was annulled in the picture, and couldn't help but curl their lips. The Plane in the Snow. By Liang, Su Mansion, Ting Chao Pavilion. Tisk tisk, that's it? The engagement was annulled. If it were me, 100,000 snow dragon riders would directly destroy her Nalan family and Yunlin sect. Su Fengnian leaned on the chair, looked at the Dao Dao gold list, and sneered at Nalan Yanran, who was on the Dao Dao gold list. Being annulled. What a joke. He, Su Fengnian, has always been the only one who can do such a thing. Others dare to be presumptuous. What do you care? You are a shameless existence, I will still kill you. Dandy. At this time, a cold voice came from behind him. Su Fengnian turned around and looked. Oh. With a white fox face, is it possible that you can tolerate your fiancé coming to break off the engagement in public? Su Fengnian looked at the white fox face jokingly. It doesn't matter, but I didn't want to, the white fox face just said lightly. He's really not a man, Su Fengnian muttered. Bai Hulian glanced at Su Fengnian, snorted coldly, and didn't care. Alas, Lao Huang, tell me, is the Xiao Yan too useless? At this time, Su Fengnian turned to look at Lao Huang, who was missing a front tooth, and asked with a smile. Yes, the young master is right. Lao Huang nodded and bowed, smiled, and said if it were Lao Huang, I would. What's wrong with you? Su Fengnian stared at old Huang closely, and subconsciously glanced at the sword box that old Huang always carried. Hey hey hey. Unexpectedly, Lao Huang lost his momentum, laughed twice, and looked like a slave. What else can I do? I am just a horse leader, even if the engagement is broken, it will not fall on me, right? If I were here in the position of young master, whoever dares to break off the engagement will be directly crushed away with great force, and the big snow dragon rides on the face, who dares to make a mistake. Ha ha ha, old Huang, you are such a thief, Su Fengnian smiled heartily. Immediately, he turned to look at the golden list of the avenue and asked with a smile, what do you think will happen to Xiao Yan next? Hey, although he is the son of luck, he has not yet made a fortune. What can he do? Maybe, I won't even dare to fart. Just swallow your anger, Lao Huang said with a smile. Impossible. Even a man who has no talent will not be able to swallow his anger? Grit your teeth and accept it, Su Fengnian frowned. That's not certain, old Huang said. Okay, white fox face, you tell me, Su Fengnian turned to look at the white fox face again. Not interested in, the white fox said coldly, standing with the sword in hand, eyebrows raised, staring at the sky. Tisk, boring. Su Fengnian pouted, but when he looked at the flute flame on the golden list of the avenue, a little golden light shone in his eyes. At this moment, in countless worlds, such as Tangshan, Su Fengnian's thoughts are naturally not rare. It is simply a shame for a man to have his engagement broken off. The key is that it is still in such public view. Countless people sighed, and some even looked sarcastic. When a man is in this situation, he might as well die. Of course, they began to look forward to what Xiao Yan wanted to do next. However, in their opinion, Xiao Yan really couldn't do anything. He is just a loser, he has no ability, and his family background is not as good as others. What else could he do? Relying on the identity of the son of luck that will come into effect at some point? Oh, it would be better to just die. Countless people are thinking this. But at this moment, in Dopo world, in the backyard of Xiao's family. At this moment, Xiao Yan's face is really dark. It's over, it's over. He felt dizzy in front of his eyes. Once, his engagement was annulled and he was only limited to Wutan City. No matter how big he was only limited to the Jiaji Empire. But now, hell, everyone in the world knows about his dark history. At this moment, Xiao Yan wished he could just hit him to death. That was really a mixture of shame and anger. However, at this moment, a slightly mocking and disdainful voice came from the golden list screen. Break off an engagement? Ha ha ha, Nalan Yan Ran, do you really think highly of yourself? Break off the engagement, it's not your turn yet. 30 years in Hedong, 30 years in Hexi, don't bully young people into poverty. Today, I, Xiao Yan, have decided to divorce my wife. Reading books on May Day will be great. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Grab a deposit now. Activity time, April 29th to May 3rd. Taking stock of the top 10 golden fingers, the protagonist of Wanjie went crazy. Author, Chirp. Chapter 8. Divorce. At this moment, as Xiao Yan's powerful words fell in the picture, everyone in the world looked at the somewhat immature young man in the Tiandao golden list in amazement. 30 years in Hedong, 30 years in Hexi, don't bully young people into poverty. Countless people were tasting this sentence, and they were all speechless. Okay, what a good 30 years in Hedong, 30 years in Hexi. He is worthy of being a son of luck. Although he is down and out, he still has such magnanimity. By the way, how dare this Xiao Yan do it? How dare you say such a thing? Does he really not know what situation he is in now? He has to have strength but no strength, he has to have background but no background, and even at this time, he doesn't even have a golden finger. How could he dare to say this? Hey, you're just showing off. Don't you understand this? Although Xiao Yan is already like this, it doesn't stop him from showing off. Young man, you definitely can't hold on to that face. However, not to mention, at this moment, Xiao Yan is still quite handsome. 30 years in Hedong, 30 years in Hexi, don't bully young people into poverty. Hee, this is interesting. Divorce your wife? To save face and suffer the consequences. You don't want to gather energy and powder for you. You have to save face. What can you say about 30 years in Hedong and 30 years in Hexi? Tisk tisk. Well, once you divorce your wife, your face comes back, but your Joki-san is gone. What a pity, what a pity. Haha, you can't say that. The chi gathering powder is of no use to Xiao Yan. Anyway, he has become like this. He will die. It would be a shame if he loses even the last bit of face. Haha, that's right. Although I have humbled myself to the dust, if you offend me, you will still die. Although I don't know how powerful it is, I feel so powerful. At this time, countless people in the world looked at Xiao Yan in the picture. At this moment, they were all touched by Xiao Yan's confident expression. Of course, they were touched, but they still felt that Xiao Yan was dead. You have to suffer for face. Some people love face, but they think Xiao Yan has done a good job. But some people think that Xiao Yan is too good at pretending. You have to suffer for face. Things like face are not something you pretend, but are given to you by others. Yes. When you are strong, why don't you have face? When you are strong, who dares not to give you face? But now, he is as weak as an ant, but he still wants face? Haha, why bother? In the past few years, haven't you endured the humiliation and bear the burden? Aren't you so embarrassed? Why can't you stand it anymore at this time? Everyone shook their heads, feeling that Xiao Yan's character had grown a little, but only a little. Immediately, everyone continued to look at Jinbang. Because Xiao Yan divorced his wife, Xiao Yan if Yan refused to give in, Nalan Yan Ran had nothing to do. Finally, she made a so-called 3-year agreement. This so-called 3-year agreement means that in 3 years, if Xiao Yan goes to the Yunlin sect, he will be defeated. If Nalan Yan Ran loses, the engagement will be automatically terminated. It just gives Xiao Yan 3 years to survive. Of course. Everyone in the Xiao family is, I think so. But countless people in the world laughed when they saw this scene. It seems that these 3 years are the time for Xiao Yan to rise. Next, the golden finger should arrive, and the old man in the ring should also appear, right? 3 years. Tisk tisk, if Nalan Yan Ran had come a little later, I'm afraid, she would really be on the list of a lucky husband, but now. It can only be said that this Nalan Yan Ran is blind to gold and jade, and she missed such a golden son-in-law in vain. You don't need to think about it to know that what was agreed with the son of luck, the son of luck will win in the end no matter what. In other words, in 3 years, Xiao Yan will definitely be able to surpass Nalan Yan Ran, defeat Nalan Yan Ran, and rise rapidly. At this time, countless people in the world were discussing. Before, they thought that Xiao Yan was not good enough and wanted to save face and suffer the consequences. However, after seeing this Nalan Yan Ran again, they felt that this Nalan Yan Ran was short-sighted, the golden turtle son-in-law just missed it. I don't know what Nalan Yan Ran's expression was when she found out. Everyone was thinking, and at this moment, they were actually looking forward to it. As for what Nalan Yan Ran thought, haha, what else could you think? At this time, in Yunlin sect, Nalan Yan Ran looked at the picture on the gold list, her eyes went dark and she almost fainted. Is it him, really him? It's him. Why him, she murmured. Before, she was still lucky, thinking that the so-called son of fate, Xiao Yan, was just the same name. But now, after seeing everything in the picture, she was completely silent. Then is the son of destiny really the Xiao Yan she knew? That trash? Is he really the son of destiny? Well. At this time, Elder Ge looked at Nalan Yan Ran's appearance and everything that happened in the golden list, and couldn't help but sigh. He no longer knew what to say. He, the 3-star fighting master, can defeat the entire Xiao family by himself. I used to look down on the Xiao family, but now, a hidden dragon has appeared in the Xiao family. A 3-year agreement? He was in a daze, and at this moment, he had even thought of the scene 3 years later. At that time, Xiao Yan came to the door and defeated Nalan Yan Ran directly, completing the pretense and slap in the face. Even as an elder, if Hutuza came to help Nalan Yan Ran, he might be defeated by Xiao Yan. From then on, Xiao Yan became famous in one fell swoop, using the entire Yunlin sect as a stepping stone to soar into the sky. Is it possible? This is so damn possible. An ordinary person naturally cannot do this. But the other party is the son of luck. What does the son of luck represent? Favored by the destiny of heaven and earth, any impossible thing will become possible for the child of destiny. No matter how small the chance, no matter how small the possibility, it will become absolute for the son of luck. This is the horror of being a child of fate. And now, he has offended a child of fate. Damn it! Elder Ge looked at Nalan Yan Ran, his expression suddenly became sinister. At this moment, he wanted to slap this stupid woman. Dog woman! If it weren't for you, how could I offend that Xiao Yan? At this time, Elder Ge had a gloomy face. However, at this moment, a cry of surprise came from the golden list. Senior Alchemist? Yao Lao. Okay, let me ask you, why did my fighting spirit disappear out of thin air? Co-author, are you, an old guy, acting like a vampire? You are listening to novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Taking stock of the top 10 golden fingers, the protagonist of Wanjie went crazy. Author, Chirp. Chapter 9. Xiao Yan's golden finger has arrived. At this moment, countless people were shocked. When they heard Xiao Yan say this, they already understood that Xiao Yan's golden finger would definitely soar to the sky and fill the world from now on. Xiao Yan is really going to rise. As expected, This golden finger is like an assistant. This medicine lord is an alchemist who specializes in refining medicine to improve his strength. The strength itself is also very powerful, and he also has a very magical skill. What can I say, this skill seems to be able to be upgraded. Anyway, it is very awesome. And this medicine lord, the rest of the world has no idea. However, at this time, countless people in Dopo world looked at the soul body that claimed to be Yaezun in the picture, looked at the familiar faces, some big shots, and their pupils shrank. Yaezun. That turned out to be Yaezun. In the Meteor Star Pavilion, countless people were horrified, causing huge waves. Yaezun, is he still alive? Who is the medicine master? That can be said to be a genius alchemist who is famous in the mainland. Yaezun can be described as a genius. Not only is he powerful, he is also the pinnacle of the entire continent as a pharmacist. But later, the fall of Yaezun made countless people sigh with regret. But they didn't expect that now, the Taoist golden list was exposed that day, and the medicine master was still alive and became the golden finger of the Son of Destiny. Countless people were shocked. Those who have a relationship with Yaezun must not go against it. Without saying a word, they start to go to Jia Empire and Xiao Mansion. No matter what, they must take Yaezun back. At the same time, Black Corner Domain. That old guy is not dead yet. In Maple City, Han Feng, the former chief disciple of Yaozun, stared at the heavenly Dao golden list in the sky. His face became extremely ugly at this moment. He never expected that Yaozun was not dead yet. Damn it! He gritted his teeth and held his hand in his hand. The teacup was crushed into powder, and he looked at the familiar figure on the gold list with some surprise. If Yaezun was completely dead, he could naturally feel at ease and continue on, and the future would be even more glorious. But now, Yaezun he is not completely dead, his soul still exists in the world. If Yaezun is found by those guys, and then tells those guys the cause of his own death. At this moment, he can already think of his own end. Don't look at him now, he has become the peak Do Huang, and has also become a 6th grade alchemist, becoming the #1 alchemist in the entire Black Corner region, but these achievements and these identities are really not enough in front of Yaozun. A Do Huang peak. It's still not enough in front of a real strong man. Any Dozong or Dozun can kill him. There are no such enemies. The ancient spirit who has an irreversible relationship with Yaozun is a Dozun. As long as he has the evidence, he will probably die and not even the scum will be left. So. Damn it, old guy, if you die, you won't be relieved. Just wait, I'll wipe you out in ashes. Han Feng's face was gloomy. Without saying a word, he planned to set off for the Jia Empire. He wanted to destroy Yaezun's remnant soul. Only in this way can the secret be kept. However, he just stood up and immediately sat down again. His expression was uncertain. So what if the remnant soul of Yaozun was destroyed? The one who exposed all this was not a certain person, but the Tiandao golden list hanging in the sky. Even if Yaozun was gone, there would still be a Tiandao golden list. By then, what should be exposed will still be exposed, and when the time comes, he will be done with it. So, before others focus on him, all he can do is run. Run to the ends of the world, until no one knows him place, change the appearance, start over. Yes, start over. With this thought, Han Feng stood up and left without saying a word. As for those important things. Haha, what are those important things? The really important things are all in his. The ring was inside. I was alone and light, so I left when it was time to leave. At this time, naturally not many people in the universe knew what was happening in Dupo world. They just looked at everything on the Tiandao golden list with great interest. Yes, since Xiao Yan became Yaozun's disciple and the golden finger arrived, it would take off immediately. he began to embark on the path of an alchemist. Under Yaezun's guidance, Xiao Yan's progress can be said to be extremely rapid. In 1 year, he made successive breakthroughs, and before the coming-of-age ceremony, he finally reached the 7th stage of fighting spirit. Moreover, he also learned advanced fighting skills from Yaezun. With absolute strength, he announced the return of his talent. He was promoted to a fighter, practiced Fenju, became an alchemist, and defeated the enemy family in 2 months. He also joined the academy to collect strange fires, go through mountain trials, break through in strength, pretend to be awesome, slap people in the face, and do all kinds of showmanship, which will make anyone's scalp numb when watching it. By the end of his training in the Warcraft Mountains, Xiao Yan had become a 1-star fighting master. Xiao Yan is so strong that you can't tell much just by looking at his cultivation. However, this kid's skills are weird enough. It's not a problem at all for the weak to defeat the strong. Fenju, a god-level skill that can swallow strange fire and evolve infinitely. As long as there is enough strange fire for Xiao Yan to engulf, Xiao Yan's explosive strength will be stronger. The self-created Buddha's angry fire lotus is even more unbelievable. In short, the strength is getting stronger and stronger under the promotion of Fenju. And the level of alchemist, with the help of Yaezun, is getting stronger and stronger. He even became the champion of the Alchemist Conference and the honorary elder of the Alchemist Guild. Finally, on this day, success came to all the masters. The 3-year period has arrived. Xiao Yan successfully entered the Yunlin sect. Reading books on May Day is a joy. Taking stock of the top 10 golden fingers, the protagonist of Wanjie went crazy. Author, Chirp. Chapter 10. 3 years, just 3 years. Xiao Yan, from a down-and-out genius and a waste of the 3rd level of fighting spirit, jumped from the Dragon Gate and directly became a great fighting master. 3 years. It only took 3 years. Shocked. At this moment, countless people in the entire Dopo world were shocked. Countless people looked at what happened in the gold list and felt it was incredible. 3 years. It only took 3 years? What the hell is this? Countless people were in a trance and felt incredible. What can you do in 3 years? For some people who think they are geniuses, it is enough to shock the world by rising to a great level in 3 years. But what about Xiao Yan? From the 3rd level of Doji Qi, he made great progress and became a great Do master in just 3 years. Good guy. Great fighter, what a great fighter. In a small place like Wuyutan City, the great fighting master is considered to be a top powerhouse, proud of the world. And Xiao Yan, in just 3 years, became a great fighting master from the 3rd level of Doqi. That sense of chaos in time and space can't help but make people feel trance. But at this moment, Yunlin sect. 3 years, great fighting master, Nalan Yanran looked at everything happening in the picture in a daze. Although a lot of content in the picture was skipped, she also saw Xiao Yan's growth. She saw Xiao Yan's emergence and advancement all the way, from the 3rd stage of Do Qi to the Great Do Master. Great fighter. In just 3 years, he became a great fighting master. Is this the son of destiny? It's really too outrageous. She is sure that she will become a great fighter in 3 years, but that is based on the fact that she is a fighter herself. Xiao Yan, on the other hand, became a great Do master in 3 years from the 3rd stage of Do's Hiki. If Xiao Yan's own strength had not declined, in these 3 years, it wouldn't be a problem to become a fighting spirit, let alone a great fighting master. A child with such luck is simply unbelievable. But she was disgusted by all kinds of things and successfully broke off the engagement. At this moment, Nalan Yanran felt regretful. If she had known that Xiao Yan was a child of fate, why would she have come to break off the engagement? Are you obsessed? At this time, Elder Ge, looking at everything that happened in the picture, was in a daze, and his face became even more ugly. Xiao Yan became a great fighting master in just 3 years. The son of destiny, so terrifying. Moreover, the technique that Xiao Yan practiced, Fenju, was so strong that fighting beyond the next level was not a problem. Then what will happen to me, the person who offended Xiao Yan? It's all this woman's fault. He looked at Nalan Yan Ran with malicious eyes. If it weren't for this woman, how could it be like this? With the 3-year agreement, Xiao Yan Shang Yunlin sect may not only be able to deal with Nalan Yan Ran, but she also has to deal with him as an accomplice. What to do? Is it possible that he is just waiting to die? At this time, Xiao Yan was only at the 3rd level of Doqi. If, this thought flashed through Elder Ge's mind, but he quickly snuffed it out. It is true that Xiao Yan has the 3rd level of Doqi, and he can crush him to death with just one finger. However, behind Xiao Yan, there is a terrifying existence named Yazun. He went and was really looking for death. Moreover, the son of luck is really not that easy to kill. Even if it is really killed, can you guarantee that Xiao Yan will not become a soul and survive? Then possessed and reborn? And are there any other means of resurrection? In short, this flute flame cannot be moved. At least not what he can do now. Unless, a Do Huang, or Dozong, or Dozun kills Xiao Yan. At this thought, Elder Ge's expression flickered and he clenched his fists subconsciously. And at the same time, the Xiao family. In 3 years, the great fighter, at this moment, Xiao Zhan looked at the scene on the Dao gold list in a daze. Immediately, he laughed, and his laughter became louder and louder. Ha ha ha, I said, my son will become a great person in the future. 3 years, great fighting master. How many people have you surpassed like this? Of course, at this moment, not only Xiao Zhan, but also the entire Xiao family, those who used to look down on Xiao Yan, all saw the Dao golden list and Xiao Yan's growth. Sons of luck, in 3 years, they became great fighting masters. Countless words filled their minds. They were in a trance. Xiao Yan and the aura of genius came back. Still a son of luck, in just 3 years, he became a great fighting master, becoming them an elusive existence. They looked at each other, and for a moment, they didn't know what to say. How did they treat Xiao Yan in the past 3 years? It can be said that how much they fawned over Xiao Yan in the past, how many did they have later? Hate Xiao Yan. No matter what vicious words, sarcastic words, disdainful language, or rolling eyes, Xiao Yan is given no less. In the entire Xiao family, anyone can taunt Xiao Yan. That's really the life of a dog is worse than that of a dog. But now, the flip has happened again. Xiao Yan has become a genius again, and has become a child of luck. I knew that brother Xiao Yan was the best. At this time, Xiao Suner was watching the gold list together. She looked at everything that happened on the screen with some joy. She had a good relationship with Xiao Yan since she was a child, and she had never had anything against Xiao Yan. Repulsion, what a supercilious look. Even if Xiao Yan is reduced from a genius to a loser, she will not give a supercilious look, let alone ridicule. So, now that she sees that Xiao Yan can become a great fighting master in the next 3 years, she really joy from the heart. At the same time, Xiao's backyard. Gee, I didn't expect that I would be so naughty in the future. Xiao Yan looked at everything that happened on the Dao gold list and wiped his nose. He was so proud. Great Do master. That was a great Do master. In just 3 years, he became a great Do master. He also learned how to burn fire. Ju, the strength is incredible. Hey, old man, I never thought that your golden finger has something to offer. Xiao Yan turned to look at Yazun and said with a smile. He. Yazun smiled but said, if I can't even teach you this, I will be called the #1 alchemy refiner in the Doqi continent. Yes, yes, you are awesome, you are awesome, Xiao Yan quickly apologized. At this time, he no longer rejects this master. Yeazun will really help him a lot in the future. It can be said that without Yeazun, he would not be able to reach the point in the future. 3 years, not to mention time to become a great fighting master. It is an opportunity for him to become a fighting master on his own. From this we can see the power of Yeazun, the golden finger. The old man in the ring? It is indeed good. At this moment, it is not just Xiao Yan thinks so, and countless people in the world also think so. Having an old man in the family is like having a treasure. Just when countless people are waiting for the so-called 3-year agreement and the 3-year war. You can see that the golden list of the avenue suddenly flashed, and immediately, divine patterns appeared on the golden list. The 10th place, there is a tall human being behind the golden finger. This is the end of the review. Having a great time reading books on May Day.